name is Jaws. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some very interesting topics such as the United States national debt, the inflation of the United States dollar, Bitcoin's inflation, the White House supporting more, quote, free money for the public, more Bitcoin live stream scams on YouTube, and a recap of the theory of Adam Back supposedly being Satoshi Nakamoto. So without further ado, let's look at the market today. We can see that Bitcoin is currently trading at $9,200 and is down 4%. Dominance is at 66.5%. With Ethereum trading back under $200, it's down 5% and it's currently trading at $192. If we take a look at this chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, if we take a measurement chart at the lowest point since the Mexican beer virus to today, that we have only gained 32% versus Bitcoin, if you were to take it since the crash back in March to today, we are currently up 104%. None of this is financial advice, but I know where I'm putting my money at in the long term. You can see that Bitcoin is still in this ascending channel. We're still above the 50, 100, and the 200-day moving averages. If you take a look at the United States national debt, you can see that we are sitting at, for a total debt of a whopping $25 trillion. Yes, you heard that right. You can see it right here. These numbers will not stop pumping anytime soon. This is the one set of numbers that you don't want to keep pumping. Right here we have the U.S. federal debt to GDP ratio. We can see in the 60s it was 52%, in the 80s it was 34%, in the year 2000 it was 57%, and now it is 118%. We are accruing way more debt than what we can pay off. It has never been this high, and it's only going to keep climbing higher as the years go by. So here's an inflation calculator on usinflationcalculator.com. Let's say you were to buy something in the year 2000 for $500, and then into 2020, if that same item would cost $744 with a rate of inflation of 48.9%. So let's say you had $500 in a savings account in the year 2000 and you didn't touch it and you wanted to pull it out without including the rate of interest on that savings account, you wouldn't be able to buy that same product that was $500 then. You would need an additional $244.45 to purchase that item. Versus you have Bitcoin's inflation, it just goes down over time. Quantitative hardening instead of quantitative easing. As the rate of inflation for Bitcoin has gone down, the price has done nothing but increase. You can see that this is the inflation rate. This is the Bitcoin USD price, with the dotted line being the stock to flow ratio. So if you see right here, we have a Bitcoin price return calculator. So let's say for shits and giggles, your starting investment in 2011 with the ending date of May 13th, if you were to invest $1,000 in 2011, back in May of 2011, pulled it out now, you would have accrued over $2.7 million. Next piece of news, we have the White House would likely support a new round of stimulus checks. Sources say the White House would likely support a new round of stimulus checks. The House is set to vote on a $3 trillion stimulus bill on Friday to blunt the Mexican beer virus devastating effects on the economy and healthcare system. That money machine isn't stopping anytime soon. Next, we're looking at more Bitcoin giveaway scams on YouTube, and the most recent one is a Michael Bloomberg one. So Michael Bloomberg Bitcoin giveaway. So May 14th, there were at least 2 incidents with an apparent combined audience of almost 60,000 people. The scammers asked viewers to send between 0.1 and 250 Bitcoin to the video's Bitcoin address, promising to return double their value. So we've all seen this before. This is nothing new. If you've been in the space for a while, we always see these live streams, whether it's Vitalik's live stream or Steve Wozniak's streams. They ask you to send them Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever crypto, and they'll double it. No one is ever going to double your money for you. If they are, they're lying to you. They're just trying to steal you of your money. The channel alleged that Michael Bloomberg was facilitating crypto adoption through this mechanism. All related videos have since been removed by YouTube. So if you haven't ever seen one of these scam live streams, this is what they look like. They'll have a QR code, a Bitcoin address, and they'll have a clip in the corner of an interview of whoever, whether it be Michael Bloomberg or Vitalik or Steve Wozniak or the Rich Dad Poor Dad guy. They'll always have that interview in the corner with their Bitcoin address and telling you, for example, if you send 0.1, then you will receive 0.2, and so on and so forth. And we look right here. The Bitcoin address that the hackers provided received 6 transactions between May 14th and May 15th. The transactions totaled at 0.923 Bitcoin, and that's approximately $8,800. It's not clear if these funds came from victims or if the scammers sent their own coins to the address to make it look more legitimate. Obviously, no Bitcoins have been sent back from this address, and we can see that. So they receive all of it and have never sent any of it. Cointelegraph reached out to Chain Analysis to see if they could provide additional information on these transactions, and this is what they replied with. They replied with, "We took a closer look, and it looks like most of the other deposit addresses originated from exchanges, so our best guess is that these deposits are from victims." So people did lose money, a total of $8,800 worth. Furthermore, Chain Analysis will attribute this address to scam artist activities in their database. This will make it more difficult for the scammers to cash out their ill-gotten gains. So that's good for Chain Analysis to do, to go ahead and spread out these Bitcoin addresses to make sure that no exchanges, or do their best to make sure no exchanges will help them cash out. So last piece of news we have, going back to Adam Back possibly being Satoshi Nakamoto, and according to this article from BitcoinTakeover.com, it's nothing but Bitcoin Cash propaganda. Barely Sociable's video, Bitcoin Unmasking Satoshi Nakamoto, is nothing but a clever way of introducing a distortive narrative to clueless conspiracy theorists who most likely know nothing about cypherpunk culture or Bitcoin history. So this article goes very, very, very in depth. I'm only going to go over some key points that I highlighted. If you want to check it out, go to bitcoin-takeover.com. The documentary's conclusions are silly at best and disregard multiple events and breakthroughs that happened at the time. There is no mention of SegWit, which is a network upgrade which managed to safely increase the block size of Bitcoin without breaking consensus rules to split the network into a hard fork. Likewise, there is no mention of the Lightning Network, which is a second layer scaling solution which has been conceptualized in 2015 and play a major role in the scaling debate's outcome. So who is Barely Sociable? So he joined YouTube on March 27th, 2019. He hasn't posted videos until 6 months later. He also runs a second account named Slightly Sociable, which hosts a podcast, speaks with an American accent, and has been recognized by the Coin Spice journalist C. Edward Kelso as being a former SoundCloud rapper. This connection is very relevant in context, as CoinSpice is a pro-Bitcoin Cash website which is known for featuring pro-big block opinions. And like I said, this article goes very, very in depth, and I highly encourage you to check it out. But at the end of it all, they're saying that Barely Sociable only made this to promote Bitcoin Cash and to discredit the real OG Bitcoin, which Satoshi made. and saying that Adam Back had nothing to do with Bitcoin's creation besides the fact that he did create Hashcash, which was the proof of work protocol that inspired Satoshi to make Bitcoin. Last thing I want to touch up on, this just happened today. So J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, she's very controversial, whether you love her or hate her, doesn't really matter, but she did tweet this out today. I don't understand Bitcoin, please explain it to me. This is bullish. Like, you have a person on the fan base size of J.K. Rowling publicly asking, I don't understand Bitcoin, please explain it to me. She has 14.6 million followers. Most of those are people who just enjoy her Harry Potter series, and the majority are probably not even invested into the crypto space or Bitcoin. So her asking about Bitcoin could possibly inspire others to do the same. So I just wanted to show this real quick. I thought it was pretty interesting, pretty cool. And that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. It means a lot to me. I hope you have a very good weekend. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, tell me what you thought about it in the comments. Tell me about what I went over and your opinions on them. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please consider giving me a subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much once again. I hope you have a very, very good weekend.